I used to believe that we women, we could do it all, that we could have thriving careers and be perfect moms and keep everything running smoothly. But over time, hello diary keepers. In this video, I'm taking you through what a typical Monday looked like for me as an independent jewelry maker and content creator. My name is C. I'm a solopreneur who designs, makes, and sells jewelry. My jewelry bench is set up in the corner of our dining room. It's a small space, I know, but it works. The desk that I am using right now is actually the other end of our dining room, which I use for all office works, editing videos, running small business. Over the weekend, I have two orders to fulfill. Both of them are rings. One is hexagonal ring and the other is double stacking ring. Normally, it is impossible to fulfill everything in one single day. But since it's a slow week for me, I think I can pull two orders in one day. Crossing finger. I'm starting with the hexagonal ring. Since there's a lot to cover in this video, I will not go into detail about how this ring is made, but if you are curious on how to create the hexagonal shape, I've already covered it in a separate video. I will leave the link in the description below. Done with the shaping now, I'm filing off the edges of the ring and prepping these for soldering. Well, now that we're here, let's hang out a little bit. You may be asking why processing just two orders takes a while. Well, aside from running a small business, I'm also a mom and a wife. Taking care of family can be a little bit of a handful. I'm not complaining, it's just the reality. And honestly, it's a reality that doesn't get talked about enough. I used to believe that we women, we could do it all, that we could have thriving careers and be perfect moms and keep everything running smoothly. But over time, I've had to let go of that idea. That ship had sailed. Not because we're not capable, but because doing everything at the same time is a fast track to burnout. Here is how I see it now. Yes, you can do it all, but not all at once. Life has seasons. Sometimes your career takes the front seat, sometimes your family needs more of you. And that's okay. There are moments when your career will take center stage, demanding your focus and ambition. Other times, your family may need more of your energy, attention, and heart. And there will be season where rest, healing, or personal growth should be your top priority. And that's okay. It doesn't mean you're falling or failing. It means you're human, navigating life with grace and adaptability. Now, I know some people might see things differently, and that's completely valid. We all have our own journeys, but this has been my experience, and I felt called to share this just in case someone else out there needed the reminder that shifting your focus is not a weakness, it is a wisdom. We're living far from family, and even when my child is at school, there are constant challenges: teacher absence, holidays, unexpected closures. So, what happens when I have other responsibilities? The truth is, I don't have anyone to call to drop everything and help. It can be incredibly stressful to juggle. That's why I've made the choice to prioritize my mental health. For now, we live on one income, my husband's, so that I can manage the household and be fully present for our child. I've learned to live more simply. I buy fruits and vegetables in season because they're more affordable. I try to buy discounts outfit or thrift. Using coupons also help. And we don't replace shoes or jackets until we really need to. I cut my own hair and I do my nails at home. This is the life I'm choosing. At first, it felt like I was torn between two identities. I wasn't going out, not often. I don't really interact much with the other adults, and my days were filled most of time with cooking, cleaning, and taking care of a small child. It was lonely, it was exhausting. But even through the hard days, I remind myself I chose this. And having the freedom to be able to make that choice is something that I'm deeply grateful for. And jewelry making had come before, after, and between. After my baby turned 3, I slowly reopened my Etsy store and started getting busy again. Back when she was a baby, I barely had 1 or 2 hours per day to dedicate to anything other than caregiving. But once the preschool began, I suddenly had more time, 3 to 4 hours a day to focus. It felt such a gift. Little by little, I began earning just enough to reinvest in the business. I started out working on the floor with a regular hammer. Every small sale helped me save up for a better hammer, an anvil, and eventually the tools that I need to learn how to solder. One of the most meaningful moments for me was when my uncle came all the way from the south of France to help me build a corner bench for my workspace. It might sound like a small thing, but it changes everything. It felt like each step forward was placed there gently, right when I need it. Despite of how humble this business is, things seems to run smoothly and peacefully. I've come to believe that everything I've truly needed has arrived at just the right time. In Indonesia, there is a saying, kalau kita baik, kita akan dapat rejeki. That means when you are a kind person, good fortune find its way to you. And honestly, I can feel that in my bones. Diary keepers, I didn't realize I end up talking too much. Feels like I've just filled a few pages of my diary. And if you're still watching this, thanks for being here. And without realizing it, I have finished fabricating the jewelry and I ended up making more than just 2 orders. Today, 3 orders that I fulfilled here, since they are almost the same style, it's easy to make. So, 2 stacking rings, 2 hexagonal rings, and 1 front facing stud hoops. I need to pick up my daughter from school soon, but I can still finish up packing. And if you are seeing me here, I put a lot of cushions while packing because sometimes, regardless of its size, my jewelries fly very far. I need to make sure that they are safe during the flight. I also print out my own thank you note and write a personal note on top of it. It hasn't changed ever since. I want to change, but I don't know how. Diary keepers, if you also are running a jewelry business and love your thank you notes print suppliers, please let me know. I also make my own box using recycled cardboard. I live above the small grocery store, so sometimes I can go downstairs and ask the guy to spare me 1 or 2 boxes that I can cut and make smaller boxes out of it. I send all my packages using regular mail. Here in France, the postal service is called La Poste. They have this rule: if your package is less than 3 centimeters thick and weight under 500 grams, it counts as a letter. That's how I'm able to ship my jewelry at a lower cost. The price is for €50, which is about $5-10. It is the most budget friendly option I have found, and honestly, it's been working very well. It keeps shipping affordable for me, and so far, everything has arrived safely, even internationally. Earlier that day, I picked up my daughter from school. One of those little routines that means so much to me. We chatted on the way home, or not. Sometimes we walk in silence, shoulder to shoulder, both of us exhausted after a long day. And sometimes I'm luckier. She's still able to tell me about her day. If not, I'm just glad I get to see her face, my home. Once we got back, I slipped into the rhythm of family life and cooked dinner for everyone. Nothing fancy, just a homemade meal made with love. We all sat down at a table together, shared food, laughter, and stories. No distractions, just us. Sometimes we talk more, sometimes we just dine in quiet. But we stay together, sharing our life, witnessing each other's day unfold. It's in those simple everyday moments, gathered around a meal, enjoying each other's presence, that I feel the deepest sense of gratitude. These are the moments I cherish the most. They are the quiet anchors in my busy world. Now, as the sun sets and the day winds down, this is me tidying up my bench, getting everything ready for tomorrow. Thank you so much for spending a bit of your time with me today. I truly appreciate it. I hope you found something valuable, inspiring, or simply enjoyable in this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and turn the notification bell so you won't miss any of my upcoming video. Every bit of support helped this little creative corner grow, and I'm so grateful for it. Remember to always stay creative, be kind to yourself and to others, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.